Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab some canned chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, and we're creating an extraordinary recipe from Spain. We're talking Spanish chickpea croquettes. These are known as croquetas de garbanzos, and let me tell you, these croquettes have a light crispy texture on the outside with a delicious flavor in the inside. The recipe is very easy to make, where there's no tricky techniques or special equipment needed, and the best part, it's all done in about 30 minutes. Folks, serve these croquettes next to some marinated olives and a couple ice cold beers. You can have yourself the best moment of your day. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to drain 1 can of chickpeas into a colander and rinse the chickpeas under some water. The size of the can that I'm using is 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams. Then we'll shake off any of the excess water. Transfer the chickpeas into a large bowl. And using a potato masher or a large fork, we'll mash down on the chickpeas until they're well mashed. Then we'll finely shred half a cup of cheese, which is 60 grams, and add it over the mashed chickpeas. I'm using a Spanish manchego that's been aged for 6 months, but you can use whatever cheese you like. But I tell you, by using manchego here is what gives these croquettes that lift of Spanish goodness. We'll also crack in 1 large egg. Finely grate 1 small carrot that's been peeled. 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, which is 8 grams. 1 teaspoon of onion powder, which is 2.5 grams. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, which is about 3 grams. And half a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 1.5 grams. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. Once everything is well mixed, make sure to push down on the mixture until you end up with a paste-like texture. This is to ensure that all the ingredients are well binded. To shape the croquettes, we'll grab a spoonful of the mixture and squeeze it in our hands. Once again, this is to ensure that all the ingredients are well binded. And we'll shape it into a croquette, which is basically a cylinder about the size of a large egg. And if you see that your mixture is too wet to work with, add in some breadcrumbs in there, and vice versa if it's too dry, add in some whisked egg. Once all the croquettes have been assembled, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat. Important to use a medium heat here, nothing higher. Otherwise the croquettes are going to brown too quickly on the outside and not fully cook in the inside. And I'm going to add in 1 cup of sunflower oil, which is 240 milliliters. You can use other neutral oils here, such as peanut, grapeseed, or even canola oil. While the oil is heating, I'm going to add in half a cup of all-purpose flour into a bowl, which is 60 grams. We'll also crack in 2 eggs into a separate bowl. Season them with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and whisk them together. And finally, we'll add in 1 cup of plain breadcrumbs into a 3rd separate bowl, which is 130 grams. Then we'll coat each croquette first in the all-purpose flour, then into the egg wash, and finally into the breadcrumbs. And you want to make sure at each stage that they're fully coated all around. Once all the croquettes have been coated, let's move back to the fry pan. After heating the oil for about 10 minutes and it's nice and hot, we'll start adding them into the pan. And you want to make sure they're on a single layer and evenly spaced out. And we're going to fry the croquettes between 3 to 4 minutes or until they're golden fried all around. Once the croquettes are golden fried, we'll remove them from the pan and transfer them over a dish with some paper towels. While the croquettes are slightly cooling, let's make a very simple mayo alioli that takes them to the next level. I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped into a mortar, along with a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams, and a pinch of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we form a paste-like texture. Link where you can get the Spanish saffron I'm using from Golden Saffron in the description box below. Then we'll add in half a cup of mayonnaise, which is 120 grams. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters. And season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a whisk until we end up with a beautiful creamy sauce. Then we'll add the mayo alioli into a serving dish. And then the croquettes. And check it out, folks, croquetas de garbanzos, Spanish chickpea croquettes, easy to make, the simplest ingredients, and all done in about 30 minutes. Let's give them a try and see how they turned out. Once again, folks, croquetas de garbanzos, truly so excited to try this. Looks beautiful. Here we go. So exciting. The croquettes have a light crispy texture on the outside, the inside, so many amazing flavors, and that mayo alioli rounds out for the perfect balance of goodness. Easy to make, simple ingredients. Give these a try at home. Once again, it's a topless appetizer. Mix in some marinated olives and a couple ice cold beers. You're gonna have yourself the best moment of your day. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Alan M. Hirschman, Nancy T, Jean, and Maybeth Robles. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.